Yo, we don't play basketball because we can't go left. Like today, we can't go left. We never got into it or whatever. But we used to be nasty. Don't get us wrong. That when we say used to be nasty, there's an asterisk next to that because we're a tactician. And in 2-on-2, not so much. Three men versus 3 men or better. Yo, we would stay on the court. And you know why? It's because of our posture, our stature. Because our stature. People just assume tall, lengthy, black dude, he's gonna be ill on the court. No, we're not. We can't go left. And the thing is though, we get a passes off the top when we be bringing the ball down, calling for motion and movement and whatever. However, the only time we would get to the basketball is if we're getting boards or if we had moved ourselves underneath to get a pass. Because we can't go left. This kid one day picked up on it. He had watched us. We had beat him in his squad. It was a 3-on-3. We beat him in his squad. He got off the court. And then a couple of rounds later, he got back on and he was guarding us again. He was like,
you can't go left.
And we're like, what? And he's like,
you can't go left.
He's like,
damn, family, you was doing film study on the sideline.
Like, well, that's the only way you learn your opponent.
Now, what we share with you is you women who think you can be mothers, wives, and entrepreneurs. And all that. Like, it's difficult. It's difficult. But to be in a successful marriage, especially with the dude who only wants a wife and a mother, guess what? You have to check off all the boxes for wife and mother, and then your passions. Whereas if you can find a teammate that's going to be supportive and all this and all that, however, just because the dude doesn't know how or can't, literally can't, no matter how much you teach, how much you try to change him. You understand what you're saying? You keep trying to change these men and then calling them deficient for doing what another man can't. But if you're settling, and settling has such a negative connotation because house is settled, once, whatever. But when it comes to people, that's what you do. When you pick your partner and say, I do, for better or worse, for richer or poorer, to death do us part. That's what the wedding vows are about, is you're settling for that person and whatever comes from that day moving forward. So if they're not what you want in the future and you think you can change them or you want them to change and then later on you're finding yourself not happy, yeah, Tia, we talking to you, girl. Now we talking to you, right? Y'all might want to do some better selection than what you do when somebody asks you, what do you want to eat? Or when you also already know the answer to, do I look fat in this?
REX